I had just returned home from a long week at the precinct. As police chief, my days were full of court briefings, managing officers, and leading high-profile investigations. But the one thing I truly looked forward to every weekend was rolling my prized possession, a fully restored 1970 Chevrolet SS454, out of the garage and taking her for a cruise down the coast. This car wasn't just metal and paint. It was my father's dream car, passed down to me before he died. I spent years restoring it, down to the original leather interior and matching forest green finish, which gleamed like glass in the sunlight. Every part, every stitch, every bolt had a memory attached to it. It was insured for $60,000, but to me, it was priceless. That Friday, I parked it in my own driveway just for a few hours while I cleaned out the garage. I even put cones around it and a sign that read, "Do not touch private property." I figured it was safe. This was my home, my neighborhood. I never imagined anyone would lay a finger on it. But when I walked out later that evening, I stopped dead in my tracks. My shovel was gone, or at least it looked like it was. It took me a second to realize it was still there, just completely ruined. The entire body had been repainted in a dull gray color. Not even professionally streaks ran down the sides. The windows were smeared, and parts of the original green were still peeking out. From under the new layer, the wheels were covered in paint drips, and there was overspray on the tires and chrome. My stomach dropped. I couldn't even process what I was looking at. That's when a middle-aged man in a bright yellow HOA vest strolled up, like he just mowed someone's lawn. He had a clipboard and a smug grin. "Beautiful day for a touch-up, huh?" he said. I stared at him, trying to keep my cool. "What did you do to my car?" "Oh, that old thing. We got a complaint, said it was an eyesore. HOA by laws don't allow vehicles with faded or non-standard paint in the driveway. We took care of it for you on the house." I blinked. "You painted my car?" He looked proud. "Sure did. Our maintenance guys are fast. You're welcome." I pulled out my badge. His face went pale. I said nothing at first. I let the silence stretch out while he squirmed. Then I calmly said, "You just vandalized a registered classic vehicle worth over $60,000 without consent on private property while I'm off duty." "Yes, but I'm still the chief of police in this town," he began stammering. "We didn't know it was a misunderstanding. We thought it was abandoned. You thought a polished, perfectly maintained collector's car with cones and a sign around it was abandoned." I filed an official report on the spot. I took photos. Videos even collected the paint cans they left behind. I made sure to gather witness statements from a few neighbors who had seen the HOA crew working on the car. Earlier that day, they were as furious as I was. Turns out this wasn't the first time this HOA had crossed